All right, welcome back to episode 3 of the Bilgola500 Pursuit. It is finalised. It's been a week and we've given everyone the chance to invite their friend and no one else did. So we've got a final starting roster of 13 people. Today we are joined by the only 3 girls of the 13.
Ooh. That means we podium.
Yeah, we've got the podium finishers on the female side here.
Guaranteed third place.
And today we're going to see how they feel about the Bilgola500 because I know all the guys have bought right in, but we want to hear from some of the girls. So I'll open it up, girls. What do you think of the Bilgola500 Pursuit race?
Oh, it's terrifying. I used to love this run. I used to love it so much. I really hate it now.
You hate the course?
I hate it all.
All right, so this has had an adverse effect on your life. This has made your life worse.
Yeah.
Okay, well that wasn't the idea. Aim?
So much anxiety.
I'm a bit scared of it. Yeah, I'm scared of being hunted. I'm scared of hunting. And I honestly, if I think about my strengths, this plays to every weakness that I've got. It is every single technical downhill, lots of elevation, hills. There's nothing really in this race that's in my wheelhouse.
Okay, what about the handicap?
Yeah, the handicap. I'm gonna keep posting bad times. So I can benefit from that.
Strategic deviation. Whoops.
That's the other thing you've got to navigate. And I get lost all the time. So yeah, no strength for me.
For the eagle eye watcher, you can notice I've gone without the headphones for this episode because I think it's going to be overwhelmingly loud when all 3 of you talk at the same time as well. So, Tashi, what do you think of the race?
I'm pumped. I know I'm going to come last.
Sandbagging.
I will. I'm actually really excited for it. I really like the course. I love its variety. I think the really daunting part is going to be, regardless of what direction gets picked, it ends on stairs down. And I don't like that.
Okay.
So, and going off what George was kind of saying, I think it will be pretty close at the end if the handicap is done well. And if someone comes barging past me on stairs, the Polish in me will come out.
Oh, so you reckon you'll fight back?
Oh, yeah.
Elbows out.
If I get pushed downstairs, I'll get back up and that will give me some fire. To the next person. So I didn't even know what was coming.
So you said that you think you're going to come last, but the idea of the race is that it's handicapped, so everyone's got a chance of winning this. So you just feel like even with a handicap that you can't win it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like I'll just get caught up. It's I don't know. In my head, obviously I want to give it a go, but to me it's not really a goal.
Well, that's insulting.
Oh, sorry.
It's the biggest race on the Northern Beaches.
Biggest race on the Northern Beaches, yeah. So that's all I'm training for, obviously.
Speaking of that, we need to get the information out to a broader audience because, people don't know about the Bilgola500 Pursuit.
And you want to talk about it to other people. I do.
You kind of try and describe it.
What's this B500
What is
dabbing
that?
dinosaur / virus?
Oh, I heard that the podcast has gone viral. Yeah. More views than any podcast that Sean's ever done.
Look, it's about the only thing I talk about at the moment, Bilgola500.
Yeah.
So I just assume that everyone knows about it.
I've had so many people slide into my Strava DMs asking for an invite.
An invite.
But I'm a +1, so I'm a +1, so I can't invite anyone. But if I could, I absolutely would.
Who would you invite?
Everyone I know
Tash
here.
and Amy was invited. So Tash was my +1.
Yeah.
And then Amy was Sam's
but
+1.
if Ames could invite someone.
Oh, who would you invite if you could?
Yeah.
Someone that I can beat.
Frankie. Right, cruising with Frankie around Bilgola500.
Just so I know that I wasn't going to come last to them.
So, okay, let's go through that then. How much of a head start do you think you need for you to definitely win? So for you, 100% to win
From the first...
let's say George or Warren.
Yeah, okay.
100% you're going to win. How much head start do you think you need? Honestly.
I think half an hour.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was going to say 25 minutes.
25 minutes?
40.
For 100% win.
For 100% win.
So they're going to run it, say they run it at 55 minutes. You reckon an hour. You've already done it at quicker than an hour and 35, and you ran there. So it's
an
less
hour
than that.
35 is my time. You said 100% guaranteed win, not a challenge win.
Okay, all right. So 30 to 40 minutes guarantees you the win, you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. And you two ran it for the first time today?
No, I've run it twice before, but
Oh, you've run it. The actual, not like,
Not
you've
Sam
run it
Polnow's version.
100%. Yeah, not Sam Polnow's version.
Yeah.
You've run the 100% Bilgola 500
run the 100% Bilgola 500 at least once.
at least once before.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
And I'm exactly the same
Hour
time, an hour 27.
Both times?
Yeah.
Okay. And you ran it today. You've run it a few times, but never the like
No, I've
100%
hiked it
the
with you,
course.
the
Yeah.
course, and I've run it once.
Which was
But
this
now
morning.
I've done it about 10 times in varying versions, but not the course.
Yeah, yeah. But today was the course.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And what did you
Yeah.
think? Like, did you guys run it today? Were you giving it some?
Nah, we were cruising.
Wait,
Weren't we,
what?
Ames? We were cruising. Ames?
Okay, you're playing mind games.
No, we were.
Got it. They were cruising. They were cruising.
I was like,
It was dark.
It was so dark.
Oh, was
I
it?
mean, we couldn't really see very far in front of us. And so going down.
No
and
head torch?
We did
Yeah.
have a head
Okay.
Oh,
torch.
yeah. We would still be there in about 10 pieces.
They also had a deviation.
I also
Yeah.
think.
How did that
400-meter
happen? How
deviation.
did that happen?
We were talking and then we just
They
missed the turn.
continued to run.
Down Loomba.
So you came down Loomba.
Yeah.
And you went around to the left.
We got to like the bottom part
just
of
kept
Loomba.
running.
Yeah, yeah, so you went
So we
around
had
to
about
the left. You
200
didn't- you
meters
missed
past
that.
the
In the dark.
turn,
That
yeah.
looks like a driveway. That street.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Lower Plateau.
Even in the
Is that Lower
daylight, it
Plateau
looks
Road?
like a
No, whatever
driveway.
street that is.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we ran
Hudson.
past there.
Okay.
Hudson, yeah.
So now you guys did the course this morning. Tashi, I know we've done it together a couple times. How confident are you? Let's say like, let's go as a percentage, just single answer. How confident are you that you know the course?
I know the course.
So is that 100%?
100%.
There's no chance you
I
get
did
lost.
it anti-clockwise twice. I like anti-clockwise. I
Okay.
prefer that direction. And then I did clockwise on Wednesday for the first time. But now that I've done it both directions, I think I can figure it out.
Okay. Any chances of getting lost or taking a wrong turn?
Oh, very high.
Okay, so you're not very confident that you know the course.
I think if I did it one more time, because we always follow people, so I never have any need to know.
Yeah.
So maybe do
So-
it by yourself beforehand. That'd be a good one.
So I had it on my watch this morning, and so I'm pretty confident that I could do it clockwise.
Okay.
But I need to do it again.
The only one that gets confusing is that little driveway with that random little storm drain area.
On
Yeah.
Hudson, no.
That's the
Bilgola,
grey- the grey
yeah.
wall.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
the water towers.
Oh, yeah.
There's like you go down
like
some random
67
private driveway,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, that's the hard one.
I think it's 109 is the house.
Oh, is it?
It's between 107 and 109
109.
if
Oh,
you're going
man.
anti-clockwise. Ames, percentage-wise, 100% that means you don't get lost.
Well, we all know navigation is my strong point.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
I am low confidence. Like today I did pretty. You know, to be fair, today I did pretty good. I was like pretty on it today.
Okay.
I get. Okay, I tell you the bit that I don't feel confident in is when you're driving up. When you're running up to. When you're driving.
That's how you get this.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how Warren does it. Warren and George.
So you drive them.
Yeah. Well, so when you're coming up to the houses on Hudson Parade and you're hitting the driveway, I always feel like I'm in the
Oh, that when you go up that little drive and then up the stairs.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're coming around the gate. So once I'm on the driveway, I'm fine, but coming to that driveway, I feel like I'm getting lost.
There is a few options there.
Yeah.
I've been lost there once before because I think the one that you take is the least looking way to go. Like you look at it and you go, that's the wrong one, but that is the actual right one.
And then
Yeah.
when it forks off and you can keep going up on the driveways or you go down, I always want to go down. Like just naturally.
Oh, yeah, down to the
Yeah,
left.
and
understand
I
what you
need
mean.
to keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
So I would say on the day, like the race was announced ages out. I think if you get lost on the day, that is like the ultimate sin. You know, like you've had so much time
It is
to
gonna
learn
be
the
marked.
course.
Yeah, it's going to
Sorry?
be marked,
It's gonna be
right?
marked.
It's going to be marked, but I don't know how much that's going to help on those spots.
Huh.
You know, like it can't be marked with like big signs. There's just going to be like the pink spray paint and ribbons and stuff. But if you get lost on the day, I feel like
I mean,
that's a bad move.
I did-
Bad move.
I did
You
think
probably just
about
see
if I
me
got
bush
lost,
crashing.
I'd just sit down, like game over.
Cry.
You know, like you're out the window. If you're taking a wrong turn like we did
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
that is your race done.
100%.
It's true.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So
Crown of Newport kills me.
I
I
love
don't
the
know.
Crown
I
of
don't know
Newport.
where. And so many times I'm like, I'm just gonna cross here, and then I look up and it's just cliff face, and I'm like, well, I can't climb up to
Yeah, maybe not
non-existent
there.
Sybil there.
just keep swimming, Tashi.
You keep going lower, and you're like, oh, there's Sybil.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
really want it to go, like, even though I'm better anti-clockwise and I'd like that fast downhill,
To finish.
I do like the clockwise way.
Okay.
Like, get those hills out of the way.
Yeah.
But my back half, Sam tells me every time, it's too slow.
On the
He's-
back half. of
Yeah,
the
he's
race.
like, you
Okay.
cook yourself too much on the hills and then your back
Wow.
half is too slow.
That's going to be a big part of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sort of varied confidence levels on the actual route itself. How quick are you going to run it on the day? What's your estimate? Because we need this for the handicap as well. So, remember, you can only beat your predicted time by 5%. We've called it the 10% rule, but you only can beat it by 5% to make it a little bit more confusing. So, keep that in mind. But how fast do you think you actually can run the course? On the day, adrenaline, what's your times?
121.
121? Tashi?
Well, I was gonna say 122, but
No, that's good. 121, 122, Ames.
I'm really trying. I know that you said that we could go, but I'm like, I don't think I could get much faster between a 115 and a 120. I think
Somewhere
that-
in
somewhere
there.
in there,
Okay.
because, and it depends if it's wet, because I do
I agree to
get
Yeah.
very hesitant in the wet.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
running
like-
through Angofra and running all those random tracks that I swear to God they thought we were breaking into their houses this morning. I get a bit hesitant. Whereas if it's dry, I'll try and fly a bit faster.
What was it that you came up with before, Pen, that you call it?
Fofo.
What's fofo?
Fear of falling over.
She really does. She's so like.
Such a nana.
I've seen you do some pretty technical descents.
Yep.
And
Get into
I
my
must
head.
admit that they're not overly quick. You're very cautious on the way down. You're very you love the ascent. You're fast up.
Yeah.
And I've also seen you go down too. Like I've seen you hit the deck pretty hard. Do you remember that when we were out at West Head?
That's why I've got Fofo. Because it hurts.
Fofo.
It hurts so bad.
Did you make that up? I've never
Yes,
heard
I did.
Fofo.
I like
That's
it.
It
awesome.
came to me in the car this morning.
She texted me today. She's like, I figured out I've diagnosed myself. And I was like, with what? She's like, I've got FOFO.
Just don't Google it.
I love running with Pen because she gets down so low and
Yeah.
slides on it.
I could imagine you on like hands on your bum sliding down like Crown Newport Reserve. Yeah.
That happened this morning.
That shows just how quick you're running in some other spots though. If you're on all fours crawling down some spots.
I love the road up, like the up and the undulating. I'm sweet.
It's one of your best strengths is like not technical ascents. You
Yeah.
know, like road
Yeah, yeah,
ascents, you love that
By trail
stuff.
ascents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting.
So anyway, it's something for everyone, hey?
All right, so who is the one person that you don't want to win this?
Sam.
Sam.
Just because I'll never hear the end of it. Imagine.
I think that's fair for you to say your husband, like you said, but you were quick to say Sam too, Penny.
That's amazing.
Never hear the end of it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anyone that
endless
like
glory.
wants him to do well. You know?
No, I
Oh,
want
God,
him.
you two-
I want
now you
him.
two feel bad for
I
him.
want him to do well.
Just
I
not
just
win
don't
it.
want him to win. There's nothing like I definitely have to beat him. Like
know
just
what I-
handicap me so I can.
You know what I found funny? I've been watching because everyone's been commenting on each other's Stravas and, you know, like all the banter back and forth. And every time George or Warren or something, it was always Sammy's in there and he's like fanboying. He's like, oh, you're so good, George. That's such a fast run. And then you two did Bilgola 500 today and just turtles, just tortoises.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sammy's just punching down.
know,
Like he's
rude.
just like
Like-
making fun of the girls, and then
Watch
he's
out,
just
Sammy, because you'll be part of Div 2 in a second.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'll give you some context.
we
So
run past.
last night I was like chatting to Sammy about what am I going to talk about on this podcast, and I was like, what do you think constitutes like one turtle? And I was like, I think anything between 55 and an hour.
On the course.
Yeah, and I was like, 2 turtles is an hour to an hour 10. Like 3 turtles, you're pushing an hour 15, and then anything over an hour 15, 4 turtles.
4 turtles.
So that's why he's like, you
That's why you got 4
we had
turtles.
you guys got 4
After 4
turtles.
turtles,
Yeah.
it changes into scale.
Because you know how Warren,
yeah.
I don't think Warren's ever got
turtles,
more
one
than a
male.
double turtle, but like we're in, I mean like, yeah, quadruple turtle territory.
The turtle scale's really good, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
So I was like, anything over an hour and 15, that's 4 turtles.
that's quad turtle.
Yeah, quad turtle.
So under 55, is,
Oh, no turtles.
but you just get
You're
compliments.
fast.
Oh, yeah.
You just
you
get
get the boom,
compliments.
like the
yeah,
If
like
you're not-
confetti.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just like, you're the man.
Yeah.
If you're not like 5-starring under 55,
Yeah.
you're not a nice person.
Yeah, I do like the turtle scale. Tasha, you dodged that question. Who do you least want to win this?
Sammy, because we're peer pressure. Sorry, Sammy.
Oh, that's wild.
I gotta be nice to my husband.
So she really
Well,
doesn't
that's
want
not
John to
nice
win.
by just saying that.
Dodging the question.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Who do you want to see least win it?
I don't want to see.
Oh, of
Like,
course
I
you're gonna
wanna-
be the nice one.
No. I want to see like the fastest person win
Win.
by 10 seconds or
Yeah,
5
yeah,
seconds. You know, like I would hate for us to do the handicaps and then Lockie Whitford beats everyone by 12 minutes. You know, just because he's just in the background training heaps hard, and we all think he's shit. And then he just smashes it on the day.
Lucky.
You know? I'm just using Lockie as an example, but like he's probably the best example.
Has he run the course in a while?
Has he?
He did plus minus. He did plus minus with us.
Oh, with us.
Yeah, yeah.
But that wasn't the proper. We didn't get the
We didn't get
that
the proper
day.
course. No, he doesn't. But like him or Dunsey or like one of you girls sandbagging it, like, oh, 121, and on the day you run a 111.
Oh,
That would be
that
like-
would be a dream.
Like a
I'm
miracle.
just using some examples. That's the last thing I would want
I
to
think
happen.
122 is a bit of a far-fetched for me.
I would love to see like George and Warren come first and second by like 2 seconds. I think that would be best case. Worst case scenarios, we stuff the handicaps up so much that someone just blitzes through, and then it's like, well, that didn't really work.
I really think the dark on Strava is not cool.
Who's gone dark? No one's gone dark.
Lockie can't see his elevation.
No, he's just not training.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right.
No,
The
I
one
did.
session he did attempt.
Yeah, the map didn't come up and stuff. No, I did say
You
to him.
can edit that out.
Yeah, I said, look, why aren't you on Strava anymore? And he's like, oh, I am. I did. And I was like, I never see your runs on there. He's like, oh, I've done a couple runs. I was like, oh, they're not coming up on Strava. And then the next day, he posted that run, no maps, no elevation, no nothing on it. I was like, is he really training? So yeah, it's a bit of a question mark. We don't actually know.
maybe
if
He
he's
is
training.
in class at the gym.
He's
strong leg,
He's
strong
a
leg
unit
Lockie.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Like he
Those
is
calves
thick
are
at the moment.
impressive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He's got some big, strong
I mean,
legs.
if we're going on hiking ability, he's
He'll
definitely.
he out-hikes
powering up.
everyone.
Yeah,
Out-hikes
he'll
everyone.
power up the hills for sure.
I also said to Sammy, I'm like, you get a 4-minute.
Yeah, per pole.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're a human pole. Like
Ah.
you get a 4-minute delay.
I was like, are we allowed poles?
Yeah. Well, we are, but you get a penalty.
Oh, no.
No, well, he is like his body is built like a pole, so
Pole.
it's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
unfair that you can climb those ascents so quickly.
Yeah,
There needs to be like a
height
like a
penalty.
like a penalty for cadence.
Long legs.
Why don't we use like a BMI, like body mass index? Like if
Yeah.
you're tall and skinny, you know, you get
Penalty.
you get a penalty. Whereas if you're short and thick, you know, like
good.
You're good.
Then I go with
Stumpy.
hour 22.
Okay, so so we all don't want Sam to win. That was wild. I didn't expect that. I know that's on you
want you to
three.
win, Sammy.
Do
Sam,
you least not
do.
want- do you not want to win?
well, I think I'll go with Lockie because of the example that I used.
Right.
I think I'll go with Lockie or Dunsey. I would hate to see either of those two win. But
So I'd hate
My
to see
next
myself
question-
win because that means you fucked up.
that's a really good answer. Okay, so who then is the one person you just want to beat? I already know your answer
Yeah.
because you told me, but you got to say it on the podcast. Now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, who's the one person that you want to beat out of anyone? Like as long as you're ahead of them.
Lockie Whitford. I really want to beat Lockie.
I love that. That's why Tash said. Tash goes, I really want to beat Lockie, and I was like, that's random, but I love that.
yeah.
So it's Tash versus Lockie, head to head. Penny, who's your one?
I'm gonna get Duns.
Dunsey,
Yeah.
Dunsey, you just can't let him
No,
get ahead of you.
no.
Okay, love it. Dunsey versus Penny, that's a real mismatch in
Yeah.
you like
Heights
visuals.
are like this.
Like that is
Yeah.
like what's
Coming for
Dunsey?
you, Duns.
210 centimeters tall. The guy's
Yeah.
a monster.
7'5". Yeah.
300 Club. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, 310 club. Ames, one person.
Oh. Like, I have chased Bryn a lot in my life back in the day when we were CrossFitting together. So if I could get Bryn, which is unheard of unless I like trip him over or do something savage.
We can make it
But
happen.
like if I beat him, it would bring back those 200-meter sprints where he just came from so far behind and just flew past me. Have you guys ever met Bryn?
no.
No, I've never met him.
He's like a Norwegian whippet, like very, very fast.
Okay, so we got Ames versus Bryn, Penny versus Duns, and Tash versus Lockie. They're the three people with the targets on their back.
Look out, boys. I'm
That's
coming for you.
interesting. So
But mine's really unrealistic. Like you guys actually can be like
yeah, like you went for one of the top three guys.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. If
And it's
you
a handicap.
Aim high.
Anything can happen.
yeah. So we were talking about it. It was George, Sam, and I. We started doing the handicaps, and we were thinking about the top handicap being 75 minutes.
That's
a
big.
big ask.
Yeah. So
Like from the last person, first
So-
person starting to last person
That's
going.
an hour
no.
15.
Yeah. So anyone that thinks they're going to run over an hour 15 might start together. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I don't
So
know.
if you think
So
you're
the
going to
three of us start together.
Yeah.
well, if you're going to finish over an hour 15,
Oh, that's
then
stressful. That makes me
we
even more
we
stressed.
start
I might
all
leave
of them at the
tomorrow.
same time.
But then there's no handicap for the.
Well, the handicap, what we were worried about is if you blow it out of the water. If anyone that thinks they're going to go to over 115, and
Not
so
a fucking
that's
chance I'm starting with these two.
well, this might be a bit of motivation for the three of you as well to get like a more realistic, like
Time.
to
Have
do
another
a really
dig.
good
Yeah.
dig
to
because
actually give it a go.
yeah, because
I do
Okay.
I
When-
do want to do that. Like I
Yeah.
want my handicap to be really
Realistic.
realistic.
Yeah.
I want to like those guys what they were talking on the podcast where they did give it their
crack.
all.
Yeah.
I plan to do that before.
Yeah.
before handicaps come
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
Because at the moment, if you say oh, I ran it at 127 and like oh we had a deviation and we cruised, then like us when we're writing the handicaps, we're like well we got to take 10 minutes off that then.
What do we have?
know?
Do we have like till the week before
So
to get our best effort in?
so what we're gonna do, we'll announce the handicaps. I reckon in the next couple of weeks,
Okay.
and then everyone has a chance to argue
Okay.
all of the handicaps. So if you see someone's that you don't like, you can then go, that's wrong. And then you can like put in an appeal on their handicap and your own.
But say I do like say, hey, like you release it in 2 weeks and then like 3 weeks I go and do my best effort.
It'll change.
Yeah, can I? Yeah, okay.
Yep, it'll
Really do genuinely want to put my best foot forward and have that
Yeah.
as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
3rd of July.
What's that?
That's my training program. I have a 10K run.
Is that where
so
you're
I
going
can do
next?
it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have a crack on the 3rd of
3rd
July.
is my 10K run.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
All right.
what way?
Ooh. Yeah. Which way would you do it?
I've done anti-clockwise twice and clockwise once, so let's make it even.
Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Clockwise.
base my handicap probably on my slowest.
A little sandbag. Little sandbag. You just admitted to almost cheating on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's easier running down Loomba than it is running
Okay,
up
well
Loomba.
on my
Agree.
best then I don't know.
Yeah.
I've
What were
only
you gonna
done
say,
it one
Pam?
way.
No, I agree with Tash. It's easier running down Loomba, so clockwise then.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is.
Pen, why didn't we
Yes.
get an invite?
What?
So where's the person? Your invite. Why didn't we get a
Mark?
+1?
Oh, because that makes no, definitely not Mark. Oh, no,
He's so
way.
Devo. He is so upset. He's like,
For everyone listening that doesn't know Penny, Mark is Penny's husband.
I told him he
likes
could be
the idea of a run,
timekeeper.
but he doesn't like the training, and that causes me some serious anxiety, along with my own. I can't even cope.
Someone's got to mind the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
And
that's
ring
an
the cowbell
element.
on the day.
The cowbell,
Yeah,
the
he's doing
kids.
cowbells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah.
could be timekeeper.
Imagine the cowbells around Bilgola at 7 a.m.
Oh
on a
my
Sunday
God.
morning. It's
Oh,
like,
look out,
that's
people.
torture.
Northern Beaches Council will be cancelling the event straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah.
And I
We'll be
thought
too
I-
fast for
well, I
them.
thought about inviting Jen, but then that comes with its other. That comes with
really?
its other. No. That's why I didn't invite anyone. So it's just me.
So Jen is all of our coach. She coached all of us as well. And she did the Bilgola 500 and she has
And
the
she
crown.
has the crown.
So she thought one of you took the
I
crown
know.
today.
How did she think that?
I'm not sure. I was on there. I was like, no, Jen still got
yeah,
it.
she still got it.
it.
Because
What's
we
a crown?
finished, and I was like, oh,
Strava crown.
We
When
missed the
you
crown by like a minute.
Do
our
the
deviation.
segment, the
Girls, you can't talk at the same time. you can't
That's
have
women.
your own
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
We're on a podcast.
Got it.
Yeah. Sorry, Pen, keep
Be
going.
human.
We would have had the crown if not for our deviation, because when we finished, I'm like, oh, we're a minute outside Jen's time.
I don't even think I got the segment this morning.
You didn't get the segment. You did, though.
Yeah, you did.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, because we were like second and third.
But I think that was one of your last ones because it came up with your thing today, but it didn't come up with that on yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
why not? That's weird.
And I don't think any females have got the Bilgola500 Pursuit one. I don't know why you didn't do that one today.
Because we tried to find the GPX file, but we're not sure if Warren really did set it up.
Well, there is already a clockwise one. Warren set up the anti-clockwise one, but that hasn't appeared yet. So don't know what's going on there. But there is a clockwise one
Okay.
that is Bilgola500 Pursuit,
Okay.
and that starts and finishes at the football
Porter's.
field.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
what we
have
were
to
looking
start
for.
at Porter's.
You have to start at Porter's if you want to get the
The segment.
segment. Yep.
It could have been my fault as well because it was so dark. So I was like, let's start
Deviation.
on the street,
Yeah,
and
let's
get the
do-
street
yeah.
lights as much as we possibly can until we have to hit like the parts
The
where
dark.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
like
dark.
stay in the
yeah,
light
like stay in
area
the
as
light.
much as possible. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So on the day, and well, actually, let's talk about your training a little bit. Are you specifically training for this event? Like,
No.
are you? So you're not changing your training at all from the marathon. You're just doing your marathon stuff, and you're just going to show up and do Bilgola 500.
No, there.
No.
So like,
So
how
yes.
much? How much?
Two negatives is a positive.
How much are you changing your training to suit Bilgola 500?
So I did have the Bilgola 500. That run was in my program this morning. So that like the undulating hills run that I would normally do is now Bilgola 500.
Okay. So you've amended your existing program
Yeah.
to suit having Bilgola 500 in there as
And
well.
I'll be going back with feedback.
Okay.
You know, like Sydney Marathon, I've been trying to do it for 3 years. No more. Like, fuck that.
You'll kill the marathon with all
Bilgola
this training. You'll be so
500.
strong.
How about you, Pen? How much is your? Because you're doing Canberra.
Yeah,
that's your next one.
100,
The
yeah.
half marathon's gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
Half marathon's
Yeah, I
gone.
can that because
Okay.
I needed not to be doing that training for the 100. So I'm doing the Sri Trumnoi 100, and Jenny still had efforts in my program, and I'm like, enough of that. We need some hills. So
So you've amended your. Okay.
totally.
This is amazing. Everyone's gone back to their coach and be like,
Freaking hill.
So-
yeah.
I know I'm training for a massive event, but there's this local
There's an
race
even
on.
bigger event.
Yeah.
We
There's a
all-
UTMB event, Bilgola 500 Pursuit. Tashi, how much has this impacted your training for Tour Mont Blanc?
None. I'm a
Alps,
stickler
Bilgola
for
500,
programming.
same.
Yeah, you. so-
I like if I get programming given to me, I'll follow it to the T. And if something else comes along, I'm like, no, I'm doing something else.
This complements
But I
that.
was about to say the difference is like for TMB, not UTMB. For TMB, I need climbing.
Yeah.
So I'm all my I have 2 10-kilometer hikes a week, every week. And most of them are Bilgola 500, but I hike them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I think, in our programming, we're hiking Bilgola multiple times
Yeah.
a week, Bilgola 500. but we're not really running it.
No,
Yeah,
well,
we
actually,
don't really get a chance to run
I
Bilgola
think I
500.
told you as well. I have a 20, but this will be after it or before it. I'll test I have a 10K practice week where I have to run 5 days straight, and one of them's a 10K run, so I'll test it then. I have a 20K run where I wanted to do the clockwise, anti-clockwise.
Plus minus.
Yeah. And then I have a 45 kilometer coming up where I wanted to do it 4 times
Back to back.
back to back.
Oh, has anyone ever done that?
No, they're your boo first.
Any of the boys ever done that?
Make it a segment.
Quadruple.
Yeah, just
Plus.
because I want to see what high elevation for
For that long.
that long would be like.
Because that's similar to your long day in TMB.
Apart from going out to the Blue Mountains to try get that.
Yeah.
Could all
exactly.
come for a
Yeah, just deliver me croissants.
a loop.
and
A loop.
champagne.
I'm like, I'll be loop
Yeah,
one.
join me for loops.
Have you all listened to George's podcast?
Not yet.
I
Okay.
have.
Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
And okay.
Aspire. Like and describe.
Like and describe. That was insane. I loved that.
Shout out to my coach, the buff.
Yeah. Well, actually, we've got no Jenny gear to wear here.
I know. It's all Hawkeye,
No.
no?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got WWJMD gear, but it's
I don't have
a
that.
bit cold. Oh, you didn't fit yours, did
No,
you?
I didn't. They sent me a midriff, I think. Yeah, because I'm the only male in there. They just sent me a little crop top. It was tiny, didn't fit at all. Probably give it to
Jenny
Sam.
Morris
He'll be
too.
good for him.
Perfect.
Okay, so what did you think of George? Because you haven't met George in person. Oh, you were here that night.
I was listening.
You were listening
I
live.
was listening to the whole thing.
That's right. That's right. What do you think of George's podcast?
I loved it. Yeah.
That's it.
I think George is taking it very seriously.
I think he is taking it very, and I think so should you.
He's the OG.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm taking it very seriously. I've amended my programming.
I'm on a Bilgola500 diet specifically.
Yes, I've reached out to Fractal.
Today.
They're contemplating my contract.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
I've started doing doping.
Yes.
I don't think those drugs help. Yeah.
I've started doing any drug that helps.
Yeah.
Just trying them all out to see what
Yeah.
works.
I
I'm
think
doping for the speed and I'm
Yeah.
pumping my legs up for the climbs.
I think recreational drugs have an adverse effect on performance. Yeah. But look, I could be wrong. Let's see. We'll see on the day. Yeah.
For the cycling we're going to do up the hill.
And what did you think of George's podcast? Because we always got to talk about the person that was on prior. So the next person I have on is just going to talk about you three. So what did you think? And you haven't even listened to it yet, which is
Sorry,
incredibly
George,
disappointing.
It's so rude.
And
I'm
you
sorry.
can't make fun of someone you
I
don't
just haven't
know.
had the.
I can make fun of
space this week.
Sammy. But like I don't know George well
You know,
enough for me to
you know
make
there's
fun
other
of him.
people doing the race, not just Sam.
I
You can make
know.
fun of multiple other people.
Yeah.
But we don't know
Just-
them well enough to make fun of them, right?
Yeah,
Lockie,
exactly.
Lockie and Duns, you can make
Oh,
fun of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Made fun of him. I'm going to beat him.
Lockie. I don't think it's hard to beat Lockie.
I liked it. I think, he wasn't successful in getting Warren on, so we're your second best. Like, 'cause you did want Warren, and then he's like, I'll get the girls. 'Cause they won't say no.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so is this considered like a filler episode?
Yeah, so
yeah.
episode 3.
I'd be surprised if anyone's still listening.
If they are still listening, they're going to have a
2A.
headache because they've got three women all talking. We
Sorry.
had 2 conversations going on before. That was
Yeah.
wild on a podcast. Okay. It's been half an hour. We're going to wrap it up, but I'm going to open it up a little bit. Anything that you want to say to the guys about the race? Is there anything that you want to bring up? Like, now's your chance. We obviously don't know a lot of the people. You know, we have met Rich Barry. Actually, we should tell that story because not everyone. So we were doing... Us two, were you with us?
Yeah.
A Penny. Who was
Yeah.
the fourth then?
Dunsey.
Dunsey. Sorry,
yeah.
that's who it was. So the 4 of us went and we didn't do Bilgola 500.
No.
What we
We
had
ran
a
up to Bengali.
Bengali.
That's
and then
right.
we came along
And then
Hudson,
Hudson,
and then
and
up
up Loomba.
Up Loomba, yeah.
So we had a 25k. Dunsey joined us for about 15 of it, and Penny, you had 35, 32.
Yeah.
So we were coming around Bilgola 500, and we came down to the bottom of it. We didn't do Bilgola 500. And Rich Barry pulls up in his car, and I've never met him. This is the first time I've met him. And he just yells out the window, "Looking slow, Scion," like that, out of nowhere. And I was like, who is this guy?
I think your name was Scion?
Well, everyone does.
Everyone calls
Yeah,
us that.
everyone
that's
calls me Scion.
hilarious.
Looking slow, Scion. And I looked over. I'm like, who the fuck's this guy? And then I was like, oh. And then he's like, big smile on his face. He's like, you doing the Bilgola500? I was like, Rich? And he's like, yeah, Rich Barry. I was like, oh, hi, how are you?
Damn.
And then you two came running
I
down.
was dying. Sorry, Rich.
Well, that's what you two. And I was like, oh, that's Penny and that's my wife Tash. And you two just went like that and just kept running. Like, didn't stop, didn't wave.
Don't stop, Dan.
Didn't stop.
Don't stop, Tash.
Didn't
Yeah.
wave. Like, you just completely blew him off like he was nobody.
But he
With me.
still likes all your runs on Strava, not mine.
Yeah, so there's something else going on, Rich Barry. So
Maybe Rich is secretly chasing you down.
Yeah,
So-
maybe.
yeah,
His competition.
so we spoke about this off air before, but Rich likes everyone's runs. Like, he's really good on Strava, very supportive, lots of kudos, but just doesn't like anything of yours.
Nothing.
Does he follow you?
So Ben and I literally clock off and then finish our run or whatever. First person in, Rich Barry. Amy
Likes it,
yeah.
kudos.
Amy Polnow's running with Penny King.
Nothing.
Nothing. I've met Rich multiple times. I gave him nutrition at UTA 50.
Yeah.
I've done something
that's
wrong.
hilarious.
I'm so
God.
sorry if I've done something.
I
I
wonder
swear he
why.
comes back and he's just like, I had the worst runs after that nutrition.
Yeah. Maybe you gave me something like how we gave Dunsey oranges and he spewed up at UTA 100.
Are you liking that? Eat more.
Yeah. Just real acidic, you know?
Perfect. And chips.
Gross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it
going to do
works
that
really
for
well.
him on this run.
Right, that's interesting. I wonder why Rich Barry just hates you, just doesn't support Amy's
Not
running.
engaging at all.
Now he's going to like everything.
Amy who?
Amy who?
Maybe I'm muted.
Yeah. I do love seeing, like, now when I go on Strava, I never, like, used to go on Strava and just do, like, random kudos. But now when I see anyone that's doing Bilgola500 Pursuit, as soon as I see their run, I'm like, comments. You know, like, I want to see, you know,
Straight away.
Warren's in there just throwing
Yeah,
turtles everywhere, you know? It's like,
Who's this like mysterious Lachlan man?
Lockie.
Yeah. Have we met him yet?
All
He
right.
spoke up once.
Well, so this, I'm glad you brought this up because either Bryn or Lockie repurposed a photo. So because they posted the same photo in the group. So Bryn posted it first and said, I'm studying. And he had the dual screen with the booklet. And we were all like, oh, that's awesome. And then Lockie posted it and said, I'm studying for the race. And I was like, so I'm curious. I'm wondering if Lockie took that photo, sent it to Bryn, and then Bryn was like, I'm going to get some, you know, some recognition here. Then Bryn posted Lockie's photo. Or Lockie went and copied Bryn's photo and reposted it, didn't think I'd notice. Eagle eyes, notice everything.
I think we
So-
all noticed it was the same photo. I thought he just shared it. Like,
No,
he's
he
like,
posted
I'm
it.
studying it the same as this person.
No, he posted it. So it's really
Yeah,
weird.
right.
The whole Lockie thing's a bit weird. Yeah,
Lockie, come forward.
Still
whoever you are.
uncertain if he exists or not.
Lockie,
He's a
next
person.
episode.
Is he
Yeah.
on the podcast?
Just me talking to the wall.
Lucky.
Just a floating set of headphones and
It'll be
mic.
the complete opposite to this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll actually be able to listen to it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Lockie either because also on Strava doesn't like anything of anyone's, doesn't comment.
Is he on
you know.
Strava?
He's on
Or is
Strava.
he
I'm
another
gonna search for him.
Paul Brannigan?
No, he's not Paul Brannigan. No, Brian Brannigan
Brian-
Brown.
yeah, that guy.
No,
Brian
he's
Brown Brannigan.
Yeah.
Sounds like the
Who's that?
from Brian Brown
Exactly.
from Cocktail to me.
Yeah.
Brian Flanagan. If anyone's seen the movie Cocktail from the 80s.
movie reference. Only took 38 minutes for you to throw a movie reference in. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're still uncertain about Lockie. We don't know about that.
Okay.
All right, we're 40 minutes in.
Yep.
So we got to wrap it up. It's Friday night. We've got places to be. Girls, who should be the next guest? It's tradition that the guest picks the next one. Obviously, we wanted Warren. We got the filler episode with the
Well,
three
we
girls.
have to go for Warren, don't we?
Warren.
Yeah.
So
it's
Warren.
Come on.
I want Warren
Come
on.
on down.
Okay.
I think you could get Warren and Crew Wife. Have you? That's Warren's wife. If you see comments by Crew Wife, she is Warren's wife.
I assumed that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think if anyone's going to break the psyche of
Yeah.
Warren, because
I did see on there, she wrote on one of the comments, she's like, I have to live with this beast. That's what and I was like, whoa.
yeah, I think he's taking it very seriously.
Just in case Warren is a hard no, who's next in line after Warren? Like, who's this runner-up on who you girls want on the podcast?
Oh, it's got to be Lockie, doesn't it?
Lockie Whitford?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
there we
Oh
go.
my God, yes. With your bow tie.
With his bow tie.
I was actually going to suit up. I really was. And then I was like, I don't have a suit. And
No problem.
Should have just come in your Maverick outfit.
I gave it back yesterday,
Damn it.
but I
Okay.
could have. Damn it, I should have.
All right, so we're gonna shoot
Yeah.
for Warren. I think we
Yeah.
always shoot for
We want
Warren.
Warren.
I think everyone
And
wants
then Lock,
Warren.
Yeah.
And then
But then
Lock.
if we can't get Warren, Lockie's the
You'll
runner-up.
always
Yeah,
get
I
Lock
think
and
so.
Dunsey together would be great.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
fun.
the duo.
The
Yeah,
duo.
the duo.
Okay.
No, because they'll outdo us.
No, they won't.
Yeah, how would they do that? So we've had the first episode was sponsored by Fractal. The second episode was sponsored by Aspire to Strengthen Running Coaching.
Uh-huh.
Episode 3, who are we sponsored by?
Bloody Shiraz Gin Sour.
Yeah.
Bloody Stress
Yeah.
Gin Sour cocktails. Yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, episode 3 in the books. Thank you, girls. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Have a good
Good
Friday.
luck.